Full-time musician. Guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, and most percussion instruments. The first one was piano, actually. We had a piano in the house that I grew up in since I was about 5. The first one I personally owned was a ukulele when I was like super wee, which got broken, as these things do. First band I played in was in high school. And that band eventually ended up being called Ballistic Tom. We got a piano teacher when I was about 9. My sister's a year older than me, and she was about 10. And we both got our own guitars for Christmas one year, and then the same guy gave us a few guitar lessons. Must have been about 10 or 11 years old. There was a talent show arranged by my primary school, and I got up and played what my guitar teacher at the time told me was the Spanish tune. It's like Los Malaquinas or something like that. But I got up in front of the whole school, and they really enjoyed it. Yes, I did standard grade music and higher when I was in high school, and that's about it. I actually failed higher music. Slightly proud of that. Generally for the inventiveness, the most obvious one, Jimi Hendrix, Miles Davis. Funnily enough, Brian May, because they all either did probably not quite the top 3. I find it quite difficult to have a favourite of anything really. But Herbie Hancock, he's one of my favourites. John Scofield, Donny Hathaway, Gil Scott-Heron. That band. Well, Tuesday nights that's where the kind of late night funky thing at Jazz Bar really sort of started from. I started DJing there on a Tuesday. Must have been about at the end of 2006. And then I was thinking, oh man, I'd like to have a funk jam session. So so I got a bass player, got a drummer. Paid them out of my own pocket for the first week, and then the night sort of turned into a bit of a beast. It was called the Tuesday Heartbreak. Because we tried to run it as a equivalent for Tuesday Heartbreak, the Stevie Wonder song. But then we turned into the Tuesday Heartbreak Funk Band, which is a bit of a lame sort of name if you don't know any Stevie Wonder. So then we changed it to 101st Airborne. last bit of proper composition I did was with a band called Freaky Family, and what we would do is we spend a few weeks like just spending the gigs that we did, which were weekly at the jazz bar. Surprise, surprise. But we jammed like from 12 till 3, or if we didn't quite feel it, we would jam the first set and not the second. Record it, listen back to it, and sort of pick apart the bits, rearrange, find bits that we liked, make tunes out of them. For a lot of the gigs I play through the week, it's all our own arrangements of tunes that we like to play. I've always found singing fun, but it wasn't really until about 5 years ago that I sort of started taking it more seriously as something that I do. It all just kind of happened.
Home is where the hatred is. You guys know that song? Home is filled with pain, and it might not be such a bad idea for never, if the never red jumps again.
It's quite a beast of an orchestra to sort of organise, but they're all, because they all really enjoyed it, really dug it. They were really enthusiastic, so that made it work. And that song, Fire, I've played countless amounts of times, but whenever I play it with the orchestra, that's something else, man. The first time I heard the music of Hendrix, I think I was about 10 or 11, and we went to visit my auntie on my mother's side. She lived in Stevenage near London at the time, and her husband gave me Jimi Hendrix at the BBC album, and so I put that on. It was quite kind of mind blowing for a child. I find it positive. I find an audience is like it's just another bunch of people to interact with, or to communicate with. It's all groove based music, or it's all stuff that you're supposed to be able to sort of shake your ass to. So that's the desired result. Yeah, actually, it stops things from getting stale. In fact, for example, just the other night we played "Use Me" by Bill Withers. The obvious riff to play is, that, and I just thought, man, I can just sing the lyrics. We have the chords, but I really like it if I just said, don't play that riff. So I said, first verse to play the riff. I can't say the rest of that, but yeah, it was jokingly threatening. And the guys didn't play that. Nobody played that riff. We just kind of played the chords, and they came up with their own riffs. So yeah, it stops things from getting stale, and yeah, it means you're always searching for something new. Get both Future Heroes and 101st Airborne to a point where we have mostly original material. It's a process which will take time, but not to sort of make sure that we don't just end up playing jazz bar, nothing, nowhere else. That's again keeping things fresh and not stale. That kind of extends to venues that you choose to play as well. Recording with both those bands and some solo stuff. There's things that I like to do musically that I can't really do with either band.